to know a lady in my local church who makes money from testing apps for businesses. And this video is going to be a product of what I've heard her talk about, my curiosity, and my research. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I'm going to be walking you through 7 of these platforms where you can actually make money by testing apps, softwares, and websites and other digital assets for businesses and get paid for it. Some of these platforms pay anywhere between $10 to $15 per test, and this can easily become a profitable side hustle if you know how to navigate your way around it. So make sure you stay until the end of this video so that you won't miss out on any of these platforms that we are going to be exploring. And if you're just coming across this channel for the first time, on this platform we talk about how to make money online, and we also talk about digital marketing and AI. If you are yet to subscribe, please hit on the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell, like this video, comment, engage so that you will become an active part of our community. Now, what does it really mean to be a user tester or an app tester? Now, imagine that an e-commerce platform or a bank wants to roll out an app. But before they do that, before they release it to the millions of users, they have to be sure that the user experience is good. They want to be sure that the buttons are working correctly, that people can make payments without issues, that there is not going to be an error for when somebody clicks on a certain page. You know, all of those issues. They do not wait for people to start complaining before they tackle this, right? So they have to get people to help them to test these apps before they release it. So you as the user tester or as the app tester, you'll be required to do such thing as make payments, click on a button, look for bugs or dysfunctionality on the website or the app or whatever tool it is. Sometimes the test would also require you to record your screen and read aloud what you're seeing to the interviewer. And for each of these tasks, you get paid. Now let's get straight into it. So the first one I'm going to be looking at is called user testing. Get paid to test, boost your monthly income in your free time. Try the ultimate side hustle. It's easy, fast, and simple. Share your perspective on products and experiences and make money online from the comfort of your home. So you can explore it on your own and then see how to go on to get your account. So at the end of this tutorial, I'm going to be making my recommendations from all of these tools, right? Because one of the things that might be on your mind is, so now that there are several of them, which should I go for? Okay, so don't worry about that. I'm going to be sharing my perspective based on your experience, which one you should actually go for. So one of the places I also like to check when I visit platforms like this is their frequently asked questions. So you're going to be seeing questions, and then you can get clarity on some of the things that you may be confused about. And then when you're cleared, you can go on to get your account, all right? And the next one we're looking at is called uTest. And I hear that uTest is a testing platform for people who want to build like a portfolio, right? So if you're looking to do this professionally, uTest might actually be that platform for you because they have a wider variety of projects or tasks that you can complete. And as you grow, you can actually get the opportunity for higher paying tasks or projects, right? So I actually tried creating an account with uTest, and where I had a challenge, so the registration process was quite straightforward, but where I had a challenge was with the payment method that they have on the platform currently. So they have PayPal and they have Payoneer, right? So I don't have either of those accounts. So if you have a PayPal or a Payoneer account, you can actually go on to, sign up for this platform. So exploring uTest, you're going to see that they have different tests that you can actually do here. You can do functionality test, you can do UX test, which is like user interface test, where you get to test for user experiences and how easy it is to navigate the platform. They also have artificial intelligence test, they have accessibility test, and they also have payment test, where you can actually get to, try to make payment on a new product like a software and maybe record your screen to tell them how easy it is you were able to do that. Then let's go to the third one. And the next one is called Test.io. right? And this one is for more technically inclined people. Maybe you're a developer, or maybe you are a software engineer or something, and you're familiar with bugs, fixes, and all of those stuff. So this platform actually allows you to, get on those products, those softwares, and check for bugs, right? Checks for, malfunctionality and all of those, and report them. All right. So if you are a technically inclined person, you can actually build a profile on this testing platform, right? So it is work from anywhere, earn extra money, test the latest app, expand your mind, and then they walk you through the steps that you need to get started. All right. And become a great tester. Keep testing the latest and greatest app as you enjoy all the opportunities our community has to offer. All right. So you can go on to read through this platform, and you're also going to be seeing reviews from real people, and they actually project themselves as, a freelancing platform for testers, right? So this is something you can do as a freelancer. And the simple reason is that you're not directly employed, to do this. You are doing it in your free time. All right. You can go to their frequently asked questions again, and then you're going to see, okay, look at this question. How often will I get test invitations? So this is to show you that the test invitations don't come all the time, and that's why it's not exactly a guaranteed way of making money. Like, you're not sure of like a fixed guaranteed income on a monthly, right? And that's because invitations may come, invitations may not come. All right. So let's read what it says here. It says how often you get test invitations depends on the devices you have, the languages you can test in, and other factors. Most testers will get at least 5 opportunities every day to test. So you can also check for how much they pay per test. Let's see if that is there. Okay, so how much can I earn? All right. Uh, Okay, so it says how much you would earn depend on the test you qualify for, the kind of bugs you are able to find, and whether your findings are accepted by your customers as valid, right? So the most lucrative bugs pay up to $50. Right. So bug testing pays more because it is a more, it is something that requires expertise. Okay. It's not just for anybody. And this next one, which is the fourth one, is called tester work. Okay. So I'm going to be leaving the links in the description of this video so that you can also go and check all of them out. Okay. Just in case you forget the names, right? So one of the unique thing with this one is that they accept testers from a wide array of countries. Because the honest truth is that a lot of these platforms may not be available for all locations at this time. But Tester Work has a reputation for accepting international testers. This one also includes website testing, right? Not just apps. So you can, as usual, go through it. All right. So you can test apps from companies like Facebook, Google, Verizon, Microsoft, and these very key companies right here. All right. Now, one of the things that I would always say is that before you check out any of these platforms, you should maybe check out reviews, of what people are saying on Google, right? And also on social media, right? So while there are going to be bad reviews, and most of the times for this platform like this, bad reviews may outweigh the good ones because there are a lot of people on these platforms, okay? And then sometimes for the most part, people who are not exactly experienced, they are not skilled, they just want to, they are just interested in, get rich quick. And when they don't see it that way, when it doesn't happen that way, they tend to feel that the platform is bad, right? So the reviews you're going to be seeing online, some of them may not be very good, but that should not discourage you, right? Especially if you are just, interested in testing it out for yourself. You could just give yourself 1 month and see, if it's going to be worth your time, and you can now make decision on your own. So let's go to the next one. And the next one, which is the fifth one, is called Trymata. And I hear that this is one of the oldest user testing platform that there is. And this is one of those platforms where you can actually do your test while recording your screen, and your review is going to be used to improve the website or the whatever it is that you're going to be testing, right? So test, identify, and unleash your best website usability experience by eliminating the guesswork and knowing exactly what your users want. We have two more to go. Okay, but before we move ahead, if you are enjoying this video, if you have used any of these platforms, you're familiar with them, please, I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you actually think about these platforms? Do they really pay? And if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please do me a favor, hit on the subscribe button so that you become a part of our growing family, as always. And the sixth one we're going to look at is Userlytics. As always, check out their website and read their FAQ, get reviews online, and very importantly also check to see if your country is accepted. Another thing is to ensure that you have the payment method that they are going to be accepting on this platform. Do you have a PayPal account or a Payoneer account? Some of them actually pay with USDT. Do you have any of those accounts? And then maybe you could write their customer service to see. Another thing is also how accessible their customer service is. That's one of the things you should also look out for, because if they don't have good customer services, when you run into issues, you may just hit a roadblock, you won't be able to proceed, and that will be after you have maybe expended some energies on the platform. Or when will I get paid? Let's check out when will I get paid. Once our client has reviewed and positively rated your test feedback, your test will be marked as approved. Payments for approved tests are made once every 15 days. This is something else to consider, right? Are you okay with this? Are you okay with payments once every 15 days, right? Another thing is that the company has to approve your test. They have to be okay with your feedback before you can get paid. Now, if you feel that this is too much work, if you feel that this is hard work, just think of the fact that nothing good really comes easy, right? Nothing that has to do with you getting paid comes easy, right? No matter how they say that, oh, passive work or whatever, you still have to put in the work one way or the other. So consider this one of those things you have to do to make some extra bucks, right? And the last one all right, look at is called Tryber. Now, this was one of the platforms that I actually saw online. Somebody talked about it that made me decide to actually do this video, right? Because I checked them out. Okay, so Tryber actually happens to be a bit new, right? And here on you can test websites, apps, and softwares. Okay, so you can also check them out. So I think they are beginning to get some popularity right now in the online space, and a lot of people seem to be talking about them. So improve your favorite brands, products, and services. Hunt for bugs with QA campaigns. That's question and answer campaigns. So this one requires some bit of technical skills, right? Especially for the UX testing, right? So join Tryber, start earning today. You can go on to, read more about them. So I think that a number of these platforms actually offer test trainings, right? So they train you on, how to use the platforms before you actually go on to do that. And I like this 24/7 support, because this is going to be a deal breaker for me if I try to reach out to a customer service and they are not able to help, that I'm just left hanging. It's going to be a big deal breaker for me. So it's good that they put it up here, that you have 24/7 support, but of course you might still need to check it out. Now, after talking about all these platforms, I know the question on your mind could be, so which one do you recommend? Well, my answer is going to depend on your experience. Now, if you're a beginner and you're new to testing apps, I would recommend UserTesting. That's because it's one of the most beginner-friendly platforms out there, and it has built a reputation over the years, and the tasks are pretty straightforward. And if you're interested in becoming a professional tester, I would recommend uTest. And that's because it has a larger community and they have a wider variety of projects. And as you build your reputation, you can qualify for bigger projects that pays better. If you're more technically inclined and you're good at spotting bugs, I would recommend Test.io. And that's because bug testing can pay higher and better than normal usability tests. And if you're just looking to test the waters, you really don't have to limit yourself to just one platform. You can actually sign up on several of these platforms, and that's because opportunities don't come every day on one platform. So not all the time you would actually get projects to complete. So in case you don't have a project or a testing job on one platform, you may actually get on another platform. Do you understand? Now, one important reality check I would want to add at this point is that you shouldn't go and resign your job because you watched this video. Now, app testing is a legitimate side hustle, but then income is not guaranteed. Some weeks you may get invitation, at other weeks you may not even see anything at all. So think of it as a side hustle while you are doing your job, or you're building other more valuable skills that can pay you, guaranteed income in the online space. And talking about building skills, one of the skills that you can actually build that is very profitable in the online space is learning how to run paid ads for businesses. You can learn how to run paid ads with Meta, with Google, with LinkedIn, or even with TikTok, and get paid to advertise for businesses. Now, this is one of my biggest income sources, and I have successfully built an agency around it. And the good part is that we have a training program where we teach people who are interested in building these skills how to leverage AI and Meta ads to run profitable ads for businesses. If you're interested in getting this course, the link is in the description. You can join our next cohort and be on your way to building a profitable skill that can give you consistent and guaranteed income week in, week out. Now, the links to some of these platforms we've talked about so far are in the description of this video. Don't forget to check them out, and other resources as well. And if you've gained value from this video, please don't forget to hit on the like button, make a comment if you have anything to say, and share this video to people who you believe would benefit from this information as well. And until I come your way next time, it's a bye for now.